The article I'll be discussing is the 2 by 10 method for difficult students. This is taking 2 minutes out of your day to let a student that you're struggling with talk about whatever they want to, and this happens for 10 days. This is supposed to help with their attitude, help them listen better, and just be overall more heard. The article starts with the first example, which explains from a teacher's point of view. Um, a younger student, she was having trouble with listening. She did this method on, and she figured out that, the student was going through a lot. Her dad had been arrested recently, so she was feeling obviously very sad and overwhelmed, especially as a younger kid. That can be really hard to, deal with. She also discussed what she liked to do in her free time, and just really connected with the teacher. And the teacher said, not even within the 10 days, but before that, she, was instantly listening better after the first day. And by the time the 10 days were up, she really wasn't having any issues with the teacher. She felt that she really connected with the student and was able to understand what she was going through and see it from her point of view, which I feel is really important. The second example, the teacher's point of view as well. The student is a first grader, and within the first few days of talking to her, she figured out that she not only has ADHD, but that she also might be diagnosed with ODD. So that's obviously something really important that could really affect your education, and I feel that is really important for any student that has that their teacher knows. So I really feel that this method is important for learning about your students, because if she wouldn't have used this method, she would have never known that her student was struggling with ADHD. And it can be very hard to pay attention and listen when you're going through that, and it might come off bad to the teacher, like you're just not listening, but in reality you're really dealing with a disorder that is sometimes feels helpless. So that was really important to know, and the teacher feels that this method really helps. And after the 10 days, once again, she did not really have any issues with the student. The student listened a lot better, and yeah. So this originated from Raymond Wildowski. He started doing a lot of research over it, and he showed that 85% of students that he had used this method on, it had showed improvement. Another professor from the Dominican University had all her student teachers use this method on the students, and once again there was a big improvement with listening and paying attention and the grades. I feel like empathy is the biggest verbal judo method that benefited this situation. The students going out of their way to express their life, and the teachers actually listening and, taking them one by one to let them do that, really allows the students to feel heard and like the teachers actually care to get to know them. It can be a big line between students and, feeling heard and feeling like their teachers actually care about them, and that can really affect how they act in the classroom. So I really feel like empathy is the biggest factor with this. 3 questions I have for my classmates are: 1, do you feel like you were a difficult student growing up? Personally, I don't feel like I was. I always tried to be on my best behavior. I never liked getting in trouble or, getting into all that. My second question is, do you think it's important for teachers to have one-on-one discussions with the students? I definitely feel like it's important. A lot of students, like I said before, can really feel unheard and like their teachers don't care about them. And I think it's really important to talk to each student to make sure they are doing okay and that there's nothing they're struggling with so that they can do the best they can in their work. My last question is, do you think this method should be used more in the school system? I definitely think it should. You know, the research has shown that it's really helpful, and like I said before, I really feel like it helps the students feel heard and it really improves their education.